justice for all.
Write down your last name here.
Thank you all for coming to tonight's meeting.
What's that?
I'd like to first take an opportunity to thank Denise Lingo for filling in for me these last 6-8 weeks. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, Denise. Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Lingo?
Here.
Mr. Parsons?
Here.
Mr. Redding?
Here.
Mrs. Dosa? Here. Mr. George? Here. Mr. Young? Here. Mrs. Rissel?
Okay, all 7 are accounted for. That's wonderful. You have the minutes before you from the October 21st meeting. Does anybody have any corrections to make, misspellings or anything?
You don't have a correction? And just one, in the mayor's report. First line of the second paragraph, Mr. Redding's name spelled wrong.
Oh, jeez.
At the end of that line, it's spelled Reading, like the city of Reading.
That was probably autocorrect.
Yeah.
Second paragraph, first line.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything? Okay, if anybody doesn't have anything, I'll ask for a motion to adopt as corrected.
Make a motion to adopt.
Ms. Lingo has made a motion to adopt as corrected. Do I have a second? Mr. Cordell has seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Correspondence. I have nothing for correspondence. Does anybody else have anything they need to share? Okay, guests and special events. None of those tonight. Public input. Anybody here who would like to address City Council? Nobody? This is it. This is your opportunity. All right. Mayor's report.
Yes, I would like to introduce, and we have a new appointee to the Tree Commission, Christopher Populus. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris?
Sure. My background is in forestry out west. I've been a landscaper here in Cincinnati for about 5-6 years.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, step to the mic.
Give us your name and address, would you please?
I just moved, so I have to look up my address still. Sorry. A little bit new in town.
That's a great way to get them.
A little naive.
My name is Chris Populus. I live at 7941 Elizabeth Street, just a couple blocks that way. My background was I worked for several conservation corps out west, built salmon habitat, mountain bike trails, stuff like that. Did a lot of that kind of work. Really enjoyed it. Those programs sort of changed my life. I currently work as the youth program director for Ticoon Farm, and as their land manager, one half of their land management team. What else are we doing here? That's it? Okay.
It sounds great.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah, we're excited, we're
Welcome.
excited, sir.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the city.
I want to make sure we have his name spelled right, so it's Christopher, it's Populus, right? Okay. I had him write it down, so I made sure. So I hope during new business, council will approve the appointee to the Tree Commission. And welcome to Mount Healthy. We're glad you're at Ticoon Farm. I know, Dwight, you did a great job recruiting. And leading into the tree planting this Saturday.
Correct.
On Perry Street. Would you like to speak to it? You speak to it better than I would.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was giving them the opportunity.
Yeah.
We are planting trees this Saturday.
Mr. Weesey, name?
Dwight Weesey, 1421
St. Clair Avenue.
St. Clair Avenue. Do you have that, Sarah? Okay, thank you. We are planting trees this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock, right along Perry Street. We have the trees in, actually they're being kept at Ticoon Farms right now. All of them are ready. Tom Davis was out cutting posts this afternoon and getting the sharp points on them, so we are ready to go. We do have volunteers, but we could use more. I handed out that flyer yesterday. I saw the mayor has her copy right there with you. Maybe I should change this. We strongly encourage you to come out and meet others within our community here and take part. And all you got to do is go scan that and sign up and show up. So we encourage you to be here. We do have 17 trees to be planted. We may get a couple of them planted this week beforehand with the youth group that's working with Teakin Farms. So a lot coming from them. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Yes.
One question, and I know the answer. You do not need to have any special skills to come and volunteer your time, correct?
No. We will train you. The first part of that is training as to how to handle this, and then we will distribute folks in groups of 3 with hopefully somebody who actually has some experience leading those groups to actually be part of it. So you don't have to have experience. Good question.
Great, thank you.
All right. Anybody else who would like to address council? Library lady?
I'm still on the mayor's report.
Oh. Well, what happened?
We got some people, I got some people out there to address council. I don't know. Rhea's here from the library. Do you want to say anything? Okay. Jim, okay. I don't think anybody else wants to talk, Ross, so can I
No,
continue?
I don't think so.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. Okay. I wanted to say that we were informed that Ethos Art Collective was featured on Cincy Lifestyle Channel 5. She sent the link to Scott. Scott sent it to me. We posted it on the Mount Healthy City Facebook page. I posted it on the Neighborhood Circle page. It's wonderful. They interviewed her. Her holiday art show will be starting November 21st at 6 p.m., runs through Monday, December 22nd. Artists can apply. The deadline for that to get your artwork in would be November 14th. In her interview and showing the art center, the gallery up there, she named specifically businesses to visit, and she talked about the revitalization of our core business district. It was wonderful. It was a great, it just was a really hopeful conversation that she had with Channel 5. So if you want to get on the city Facebook page, you'll see the link, and you'll see her picture, and you'll see her. And also, we've got it on the Neighborhood Circle. If you would like us to email it to you, we can email it to you, but it's really nice piece. And so she has a holiday art show coming up starting November 21st at 6 p.m. I had a meeting. I was invited to a meeting with Pastor Whaley and his wife, and we have now, I'm just a small part of getting partners together, but she has been getting partners together. There's an intent to apply for a grant for community, whether it's going to be a community center or a place that can be created or redone for a community center. It's up to $250,000 to get the planning grant, and then once you have the planning grant and you've planned it, you can get a couple million or so to either renovate a space or have a space where you can create and have managed a program. So, I mean, when she asked if there would be partners, we've got the churches here that want to be partners, the school district wants to be a partner, the city wants to be a partner, so we're just going to meet. There's a Zoom meeting this week just to talk about, I think the Zoom meeting will be a presentation of what this grant's about. So we're hopeful, and of course we're going to be looking to see whether we could secure any money for this. There's a shared services meeting on Friday that Scott and I are going to go to. Anytime I can be assistance to him, and we can keep our city out there with the county and other services and other development companies to highlight what we're doing here in Mount Healthy, I think is really important. So, I don't know what'll come of it on Friday, but they'll see us again. And he's got the young face, so he's the city manager, so, I'm just there to, be there to be supportive, and if there's any other contacts that need to be made that he would want me to do, then of course I would be happy to do it. And I think that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Questions for the mayor? None? Okay, we'll move on then. Ordinances and resolutions are next.
Nope.
The mayor's.
Scott's next.
I'm sorry, Scott.
It's all good. Let's see, just a few things here. Police chief was scheduled to be on the agenda here, but he'll be at the next meeting. He's on vacation this week. Some quick updates. We did put the order in for the fire engine to kind of save the spots. I don't know exactly what the time frame is, but there was a sort of a deadline of November 1st before the prices would increase. Don't know how much they would have increased, but just want to kind of get in line and save from that happening. Let's see, quick update on Maple. I have visited with both residents. They both seem to be happy with, as well as other residents along the street, about putting a fence in. Have a quote, it's about $9,000 to extend both neighbors' fences and add a fence with a gate at the end of the street. So I don't know if it's maybe a new business, if we want to approve doing that, and kind of if we want to pay for the whole thing, or if we, I think each neighbor would be open to paying for whatever would be on their private property, but is this something that we want to pay for all on our own? So ask for that in new business. Spoke with JMA today. The pre-bid meeting is getting scheduled for the Warner-Madison project. That'll be in the next 2 weeks. And then kind of once we have that, then that kind of sets the stage for the actual construction. But that'll happen the next couple weeks. The awnings as part of the facade improvement, I made the final approval on the last one that had come in. Don't know the schedule of when they'll be installed, but all of them have been approved. We received drawings and renderings of everything, so all the final approvals have been made on that. So excited to see that coming this year. Still waiting to hear back from the port to see if they'll cover the additional expense for the Antique Mall wall. I spoke last week with the rep that I've been dealing with, Amy. She kind of put in a good word for us to see if we couldn't at least just make sure that it's eligible. I mean, if we think that it's eligible, but we've kind of just not heard anything back yet. So still fingers crossed that will be included in the grant. Let's see, had a separate meeting with JMA as well as SORTA. We discussed the Hamilton-McMacken intersection next to the library. That was one of the intersections we'd identified in our streetscape that would be great to make it more pedestrian-friendly, bump outs to the curbs, raise crosswalks, that kind of thing. So SORTA already has it in their building specs for the BRT to add these curbs for us. So we'll kind of see if there's maybe additional things we want to add, but it sounds like they're kind of already taking care of that intersection for us. Okay. So excited to hear that. Still working with JMA on getting a quote for the Hamilton Avenue and Stevens intersection. That was another one that was identified that would be great for traffic calming. So adding bump outs. There's already a rapid fire beacon for crosswalks, but adding a raised crosswalk to kind of act as a speed hump, but just also make it more pedestrian friendly. So waiting to hear back on that. Let's see, Dwight was just up here, but I'll kind of make it official that we did get the urban forestry grant. It was about $100,000. Is that? $100,000. Yeah, they gave us the full amount. Let's see.
Big.
How much was the last one? 25,000. So if it's once you can show progress that they start to kind of invest more in you. So this is exciting. Get to do more projects in the next coming year. So I know I sent you an email. Next couple weeks they'll have a kind of a kickoff meeting to let us know how to operate the grant and all that. So looking forward to that.
I put it on one account, my personal. I gotta get on my board.
Okay, there you go. Excited for that. I think I've got some info for the Rumpke discussion for that ordinance, but that's all for my city manager report.
Yes.
Question on the fire truck. The time frame is about 3 years, or?
I know Chief has said that FEMA requires 2 years, so I think they might be able, just through the nature of the grant, we can say, hey, if we'll order this, but the grant requirements are 2 years. I know I've heard him say that.
Okay.
The shutdown, it's still kind of kept us from getting answers to a lot of these questions. We still don't have a FEMA grant rep yet that we'll be able to ask all these questions of that individual, but that's the hope, is that
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, but.
2 to 3, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I know when we discussed it earlier this year, we were looking at maybe 3 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's kind of what I'm keeping in my head, but fingers crossed
Okay.
that maybe we can
Okay.
use FEMA's leverage to get it down to 2, but.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions for them?
The grant for the tree commission, is that 1 year or 2 years?
Year and a half.
A year and a half, okay. I was right on both sides. Average it out, okay.
Anybody else? Okay, now we can move on to ordinances and resolutions. We have a first reading of an ordinance, number 25-2063. An ordinance authorizing the city manager to take all actions necessary and execute an agreement between the city of Mount Healthy and Rumpke for collection, transportation, and delivery of, or for disposal or reprocessing of solid waste and recyclable materials generated in and collected from residential units, residential unit equivalents, municipal facilities, and during special events. You want to touch on anything with that, Scott, or just, we're asking
Yeah.
for a first reading?
So 2 readings for this is fine, but we've kind of already gone through a lot of the numbers here. I don't know if we're kind of stuck, frankly, with what they are. Rumpke was the only one that bid. It's a 40-page contract. There's probably only 3 or 4 pages that really matter for us, but the decision we'll have to make is, I assume we'll keep it the same, that it's weekly solid waste collection, and we'll have weekly recycling. There was the option in here that I had quoted was for, what they call it, yard waste collection. Kind of seemed like we were kind of cold on that, which is fine. I know most people, I do it as well, just kind of put it in a bag and stuff it in the trash can, the yard waste. But that's an option too, so we need to decide if we want to exclude it or include it in the contract.
Okay. Questions, council?
I didn't notice until we got this information, the extra $1 a month everybody's been paying for Ross's garbage can. It continues
Correct.
after 5 years, after 60 months, $60 per residence, we're gonna keep paying for garbage cans.
I know the city of, so let me.
How long do we pay for it?
Let's compare here. So we're $14 in 2026, and Spring Hill, Green Hills, Fairfax, Loveland would be 13. I live in Loveland. The city of Loveland covers the first trash can. So so we could say, hey, we'll cover it just out of our general fund. I mean, that's how it's working. Loveland likes to.
Well, I'm just saying,
on their
to
trash
understand
cans.
how
Yeah.
long do the residents have to pay the extra $1 for their brown can?
It would continue as long as we want it to be included in the contract. Again, the other cities.
I mean, if we didn't pay the $1, they would take them away?
Well, then it would just revert to, where is it? I think it's on one of these pages where it says how much it is for an additional trash can. Is it an extra $2 or $3 a month if you just say
Yeah,
you
there's
want a
something if you
second
want
one?
a second one.
So I think it would just fall under that.
Yeah, if you wanted a second one, it's $3.50 a month.
Yeah, again, I know other municipalities, they just cover it out of their own funds to pay for that first trash can, so it's got to come from somewhere if we want to.
Well, the question is, when are we gonna stop paying for the one we've got?
Well, I mean, I think you continue paying for it, because if it breaks, they'll replace that first one for you. So, I mean, you are still kind of leasing.
Yeah, I had to take my,
Yeah,
I called them about my recycle bin 3 times, and then I had to take it over and pick up a new one.
yeah.
That wasn't fun, but I don't know, I mean, I knew $60 would have been a good price for one. Paid 60 months, about an extra $1. I didn't expect that to continue on.
Right,
But it does, okay.
yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
That was my understanding too, that it was only a 5-year contract. And then I would have thought that it either fell off or we would go back in and negotiate and see what was going on. So that was my understanding back when we negotiated it. But
Yeah.
I could be, I could be wrong, but I thought thought it had a life of 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember talking about a $60 garbage can
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, well. So it's $14 plus, $3.50, $3, 3 something?
I think it's $3.50. Yeah, if you want another.
No, I mean for the recycling.
Oh, $5 for the recycling.
I'll say $19 a month plus whatever we add on for administrative charges and billing.
Yep. And I assume we don't want the.
I would appreciate it if you would contact them and ask them about that. Why,
Okay.
how long we have to pay that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, again, I know what Loveland does. I'll see what the other Springdale, Green Hills, Fairfax, how they handle the trash can if they just,
Okay, well, Loveland paid for them up front. Are they continuing to pay for them?
for
They
the
pay
first.
every year, every 5 years?
I think my understanding is they just pay for their own. They have their own stash somewhere of trash cans. And then when you need one, I had one stolen, actually. I had to get another one. But I do also have a second one that I pay for. Yeah.
Still trash cans in Loveland?
Yes. In Loveland, they still trash cans. yeah.
Are they
Questions?
copper? Never mind, just kidding.
Questions or comments about the ordinance?
Aluminum.
Yeah.
Anything else about the ordinance? What is your choice here, council? You want to do a first reading?
Yes.
First reading?
Yes.
All right, first reading on 25-2063.
So then second reading in 2 weeks, and then my plan is to have, maybe we can even talk about at the finance meeting on Thursday, what we kind of want to have first week in December, talk about what we'll
Charge.
what we'll charge through
bill,
Waterworks.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We have no resolutions, so old business.
Like to remind the Finance Committee and the mayor that we're having a Finance Committee meeting Thursday at 4:30 to go over the first draft of the budget for next year.
Anybody else with old business? New business, council. We have to have a motion to accept our new volunteer. Who would like to make that?
What's your name again, sir?
Chris Populous.
Populous.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve Chris Populous as appointee to the
Tree Commission.
Tree Commission.
And I second.
Okay. Mr. Cordell has made a motion to approve, seconded by Ms. Dosa. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. We never turn down a volunteer.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any other new business, council?
I'd like to ask for a possible work session on November 18th, if that's possible, for an hour, maybe after council. We'd put together agenda, so if anybody has anything to add to it, get it to me, and then we can put an agenda together for it if that works out for everybody.
What's the work session for?
Yes. What's, yeah, a lot of things. Just
Oh, okay.
things that are going around the city, and so I'll put an agenda together for it.
Okay.
I would like to remind those who aren't at the meeting, but we're having a Christmas in Mount Healthy meeting on November 20th here in Chambers, if it's available, if not, across the hall. And the time will be 6 o'clock. And I was going to, 6 o'clock, 11:20. And then we were going to reschedule the Parks Commission to November 18th. That's going to be a lot of meetings that day.
That's
at
all the
6.
committee reports.
So, Parks Commission rescheduled to 11:18 at 6 PM in Chambers, and then Christmas in Mount Healthy, 11:20 in Chambers at 6. Thank you.
Anybody else?
The 18th at 6 and the 20th at 6. Okay.
No other new business? Ms. Lingo?
Let's see, well, can we talk
Amy's.
about Maple Avenue? What are our thoughts on this? The
Yeah,
quote,
Maple Avenue.
again, the quote I have is for $9,000, and that takes it from fence to fence, from
Oh, yeah.
one private side to the other. It would include the gate.
That is a bid.
Yep, yeah, so it is ready to go. We'd have to do some demo work ourselves. We've agreed to cut down any of the trees that would be in the way of installing the fence. So there'd be some labor on our part, but the $9,000 is a firm
How
quote.
tall of a fence is it?
6 feet.
6 feet.
Yeah, it's, part of it would be wooden to respect the one neighbor who already has kind of a wooden fence. We'd extend that in the same style, 6 feet, and then the gate and the other side would be 6 feet galvanized, your typical gray chain link fence, so.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the city manager's
Request.
request or offer to put the fence at the end of Maple Avenue for $9,000.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor from Mr. Parsons, seconded by Mr. Redding, for the
But-
approval of the
I,
fence.
I guess I would say with one understanding that this is a little precedent setting, and because we're extending it out to private property, so we're not gonna make a practice of it, just wanna make sure we throw that in there, I think.
And I'll put something together that the residents know that it's, once we install it, it becomes, it's like sidewalks. It becomes theirs if the fence gets broken or if
Yes.
the
Yep.
honeysuckle comes back and overtakes it and
Yep.
or a kid spray paints it. I mean, it is now your fence. You-
Yep.
Okay, so all those in favor of said motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion approved. Anything else, council?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Ms. Lingo has made a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Ms. Rissel, seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.